Oops. Well, hello. I made it. So there are a few problems. I actually wanted to go live with OBS. I found a plugin, and but what I didn't do is test it before. Um, I haven't used OBS for a hot minute, and my encoding thing is kind of off. So I'm going to have to fix that. Now I'm thinking, shall we hang out and do it now live? Probably not. I'll probably just do it afterwards to get that set up, work on it over the weekend because I don't usually go live over the weekend, and then see if we can get it running. It definitely it's a me problem. It's just the encoding settings have to be changed, and I couldn't do that quickly, fast. And what I also don't like is the way my mic sounds. So when you're using OBS, you can highly customize it. So there's a lot that you can do with OBS, and there are a lot of filters. And I didn't do that. So I also don't like the sound settings. Hey, how you doing? Love your profile picture, by the way. Um, but yeah, we're here. We're back at it. We're back with StreamYard, but it's not going to last for long because I don't I don't enjoy StreamYard. There are a couple of things that I don't like. A couple of course, the ease of use. I like that too. But my microphone, well, not my microphone, but I don't like that certain things that I can do with OBS, I can't do with StreamYard. But I can do everything that I do with StreamYard with OBS. It's just then on me to set those things. So it doesn't come, beautifully done, finished, ready to go out of the box. You have to set it. That's just the thing with open source. You have to set all those things. You have to do it. But, we have AI to help us out. But I've been using OBS for quite a while. I've been using it prior to AI too. So I learned it all through YouTubes and stuff. So there you go. It's not that hard. So what is happening in AI, people? Too much. I tell you, too much. Oh my gosh, I have to laugh. I have to laugh. I have to laugh. It's so okay. I'm not sure where we're going to start. Someone said yesterday, man, you can talk for so long, talk to yourself. And first of all, I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to you guys, my internet friends that I can't see right now. Those are the people I'm talking to. Okay. I could do this for hours. I love it. And I really was thinking about, shall I just kick everything and just become like a broadcaster? There's so much going on, so much happening. So, what we're going to start off with, maybe let's hop over to YouTube. So many of you know Davos. How do you pronounce it in proper English? Because it's not an English word. Davos. Is that how you say it? Please correct me if I'm wrong, because some people like to do that. I have a couple of teachers. I have a couple linguistic teachers that are making sure that I pronounce everything nicely. Some of you might know that I grew up in Germany, so some of my words are just a little bit off. Some of the combinations, letter combinations, I can't really pronounce that nicely. And yeah, and my teacher just always like, here, no, you can't do that. So he will tell me if I said it properly. Anyways, without further ado, I hope you guys are doing well. We're gonna dive in. So yeah, I had my live stream now here on YouTube ready to go, but yeah, I am so sorry. Let's delete that. We are going to delete forever, 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 ever, forever, ever. Yes, we're going to delete it forever. Okay. So, and I'll just work on it over the weekend and yeah, and help you guys out. So, first of all, this dude is just, I mean, I really like him. First of all, I like his mustache. I love his hairdo, sexy mustache, dude. And I really had to laugh because he had a thing to say this morning about, it's just really crazy. You guys, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what the future is going to bring. So I just have to figure out which one, which video was it? I can't even remember because I watch all this stuff. It's the first dude I binge watch. I'm sorry to say it. I'm just another nerd watching another nerd, and yeah. So vibe coding, man, which one? Let's see if it's this one.
I was clicking. All right, variables. Oh my gosh, guys, we're getting into some advanced stuff right here. We're getting into variables. For my Vibe programmers out there, a variable is storing a value in memory.
So you also learn a lot from this gentleman, right? If you're a vibe coder, right? If you're just starting off, just getting kind of cozy with it, he can teach you a lot of things.
AWS SDK JavaScript v3 is perhaps one of the single most important and popular repositories on the internet. If this were to be compromised,
I'm going to go to history because, yeah, you guys can see, yeah, that's just me being all crazy. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is it. Because I got a little bit worried as, what was it? What happened? What happened? What happened? Sharon, remember, you can't be that old. My brain is getting really stale. That's why I'm so thankful that I, as a 47-year-old, am learning new stuff. Okay, so what is it that I, darn it. Who was it? Tell me who it was. What does it matter? Open source. Open source is like kind of mad. Open source projects are closing their projects because of AI. And this is really, it's not so cool because there seems to be some cool kids out there that are thinking to themselves, let me just fix issues on GitHub. So some of you don't know anything about GitHub. That needs to change immediately. It does. I think everybody should be learning GitHub in 2026 because that's where all things digital world, code projects, and all that other fancy stuff happens. So I do believe everybody should be learning GitHub. And the people that know GitHub, you know that you can, contribute. You can, it's open source. That means, everybody can work together. And if you have a public repository, let me see if I have a public one. I do, just so we understand before we watch the video. Okay, so this is a public repository. Oop, boom. And then, people can do stuff, right? They can either pull requests, right? They can do stuff with your public repositories. They can work on it. They can, change things, and yeah. So, and that's happening now. So, when you look at some repos, let me share one that is quite busy, where there's a lot going on. You can just fix issues. Factory AI. Well, I wasn't looking for a repo, but yeah. Let's do it this way. Factory AI GitHub. There we go. There it is. Okay, so I created a issue today. I didn't do anything else, but I had a problem with Factory AI, so I placed it here because this seems to be the only place to place it. I just forgot where I did it. But anyways, you can report problems and do all that other fun stuff. But you can also fix problems in these repos. But this is not a good one. Let's see if we can just find something that's busy. Still trying to. You have notifications. Nobody cares. Overview. This is not home. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's look at this. What's this? 22K stars. It's basically the open source. It's basically social media for coding. Social media for code. All things code happen on GitHub. Okay, anyways. So you guys, you see here, you can post some issues, let's just look at it. You can post issues. Content before opening an issue. So you can do pull requests here, for example. So you can mess with other people's stuff. Let's just keep it simple. Okay, so now, and some people seem to, let's just watch the video. Now that you guys know, right? You can, I should have said that from the beginning. You can mess with people's stuff. You can. You can contribute, you can do pull requests, you can just, right? You can mess with other people's stuff. And that's making a lot of people mad. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. It is hilarious. So let's just go back to my dear friend. You can use this for free, just so you guys know. It is open source, so you guys get access to these things for free, both of them, Excel Draw and this TL Draw or whatever it's called. But let's keep going. Okay. It's freaking crazy. It's about to get wild, people. And it's just unfolding in front of my eyes. So so it seems like some people are like, well, you know what? I can just go on GitHub and fix other people's stuff with AI. So, and they don't understand a thing about what they're actually fixing. And that is a problem, people. So what is gonna happen? What do you, I mean, I have a feeling, right, that more and more and more people are going to hate vibe coders. I have a feeling that there will be a war breaking out soon. And it's probably going to happen in 2026. Maybe it'll happen tomorrow. I don't know. But fact of the matter is, the people are going crazy, fixing stuff, but just making it worse. Now, being a vibe coder, you really got to learn. You got to understand what you're doing, people. You just have to. There's no other freaking way you're going to make it happen. You know, and that's why I like to talk about these things that I talk about, right? You know, the Vibe Code app, these people that are telling you, you know what? You can just Vibe Code app in 30 minutes. You could just build stuff in a day. Um, it's just so far from the truth, friends. It's so far from the truth. So far from the truth. And now with Claude Code and all those cultists that are motivating their friends to use it too, because otherwise, let me share this nice little post with you guys, because otherwise, if you don't, let me scroll, find it, girl. Be faster, be faster. Gentlemen like this, if you're not why don't I can't stop laughing today. Today is a laugh day. If you're not Claude coding until your eyes bleed every night, you're on the express train to the permanent underclass. If I were the boss of community notes, I would put a note under this post telling this gentleman if he has lost his freaking mind. You know, this gentleman is how should I say, is a little Twitter famous bro, right? People, I'm so sorry, is X famous. People look up to Beth Jesus. I don't even follow the dude, but hey, you know, maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe I should follow him, but after this post, I should actually block him. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. I do not care. But putting out posts like this clearly tells you one thing. What does it tell you? I wanted to say a word, but I cannot say it. Let's just say these people are just out to make the Twitter bucks, right? The X dollars. That's what they're looking for, most people. So, you know, the danger with creator programs is the following. People will misuse it. They will try their best to misuse it. Because everybody likes money. Everybody likes money. And they're just going to try all they can to make that money. If you ask me, this should be illegal. I know it's just an opinion, but 361,000 people have seen this. And some of the people that have seen this probably walked into their garage and locked themselves in for indefinite amount of time. Why? Because half of society can't even afford a Claude Code. And when they're reading this, at least they can't afford it to the extent of coding until your eyes bleed. And on top of that, Anthropic is not going to allow you anyways, because they're going to just time you out and send you home, send you away from your desk in no time. What to say about this? Now, I personally believe that everybody should be trying it. I really do. I really, 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 really do. Everybody should be trying Claude Code out. Everybody should maybe just have a go at coding something with AI. And not because I want you to be the next world's whatever number one dev. Is just understanding how code works and how code creates something. Because knowing that could give you a little a little bit of superpowers. I personally believe that you will make more out of your AI life if you use a coding tool. And I showed you a couple, right? It could be just that nice little hyper terminal here, right? I don't know if you can see it, probably not. And code, also a possibility. There are other ones. We got Cursor out there, right? Which is a AI IDE. And you know, there's a lot. I'm not going to say, I mean, you could start off with a bolt.new, lovable.dev, or whatever they call themselves. I'm not a fan of those, but you could do vo.dev. Vo.dev is a fun tool to play around with, and maybe just, ask yourself if you might want to look into designing a new website or so, right? Small project, something small, because vo.app now. Okay, vo.app is really a great tool, and generous free tier. You could definitely put something together, and just playing around with it and see what you come up with. But what I don't recommend is that you code until your eyes bleed, of course, right? It makes absolutely no sense. I yet have to see some of these devs put out something really useful or be the next millionaire. Because most of the people that are coding to their eyes bleed, nothing is happening. I don't see them producing anything. They're producing a lot of code, yeah, but there is no tangible product that's coming out of that. So, they're spinning up their sites, whatever, putting their little courses on there, and it's I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I do believe you guys should be trying it out for sure, but the real programmers are kind of pissed, right? Because of the AI slop that is hitting GitHub. There's so much AI slop, and it's not going to get less. We're going to have way more people coding with AI. And, especially after you hear these Beth Bezos comments, it's definitely going to be fun to see how this all unfolds. I got another little post for you guys because it's not like it's shocking, but it's very interesting to hear all these different opinions, right? Because what programmer 1 says is not necessarily what programmer 2 thinks. So I find that quite interesting too. We have, where is that beautiful post? Every time I bookmark something, it's like I can't find it. I can't find it. So I wonder sometimes if these bookmarks are even of any use. I should send Claude Code in here and say, clean up my bookmarks. Do you think it could do it? If I would tell Claude now, here, my bookmarks, and so I don't think it could do it. Is there an x.com skill that we can that we can grab and use? That would be funny. So maybe I just didn't even save it. So we'll check it out. Gil, I'm not following him, but Gil, there he is. Guillermo. Who names this child Guillermo? It's an interesting name. I never heard it before. That's why I'm just asking. Okay, so here you go. I found it interesting. Not every dev thinks that way, though. Not every dev thinks that way. Let's see if we can find. Yeah, I'm kind of distracted with these models that are twisting and turning. Okay, where is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. And I did bookmark it, but here, I couldn't find it. Okay. It used to be controversial to state that there exists 10x engineers. People would get all worked up. I have news for you. AI has created 100x, possibly 1000x engineers. Time to update those hiring plans. Ooh. So he says And this is the boss of Vercel. This is the boss of Vercel. Now he's saying that, hey, going quite well. Devs are just going really crazy. I don't know if it's because of the 50,000 Claude code sub agents or the Ralph Wiggum, which is kind of like not so interesting anymore because we have a lot of people that are saying, well, it's really great. I had the Ralph Wiggum loop work on all kinds of features, and I was quite happy getting up on the next day and stepping to my computer and really seeing that all of these features were done. But they were all useless. So I have a feeling that that's going to happen a little bit more often, that people are going to be wasting a lot of tokens, but not creating much. Not creating much. Now, there's nothing worse. One thing that I have to say, there is nothing worse than trying to fix broken AI code. There's nothing worse than that, especially for people like us that are not real programmers, right? We're not program. We don't write up new code. We use code that kind of is out there, right? And we use AI to help us kind of put that code together. And it, most of the time, it just doesn't work out the way we wish. And it, you know, you need a lot of practice. You need to repeat this over and over again. You need to fail and fail and fail. And then that's where you grow. That's how you grow. I've been doing this stuff for 2 years, right? And it's just, it needs a little repetition, right? You need to put those numbers in. You need to clock them in without your eyes bleeding, okay? Now, we are moving into an era where we are going to have AI do more of our work. It is what it is. We're being forced into this. We're being pushed. Like, you go, girl. get your toes wet. Get out of here. It's like this little child that is, you know, finally growing up and doesn't need the support wheels on the bike anymore. And you're like, don't be scared, honey. Don't be scared. We're going to take those wheels out right now. We're going to send you off without them. No training wheels anymore. So that's kind of how it is now with AI, right? We're all being pushed into this, if we like it or not, right? And you got the haters out there, but they won't be able to hate for much longer because they're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have people that will, you know, kind of fight it, like the open source people on GitHub, like, don't touch my stuff. You don't know what you're doing. You're just some AI slop guy. We don't want your code. Keep it to yourself. We do not want you fixing our problems. We'll take care. Thank you. Things are going to be changing a lot. They're going to be changing a lot. A lot. Now, the Ralph Wiggum loop is basically, it's actually very simple. It's not any crazy stuff. It's basically a protocol or whatever, or a script that just keeps trying over and over again until it works. So, you know, this is something where you can have longer sessions, right? The agent can autonomously work on something for a longer period of time. And yeah, so that means that you can like step away from your computer. You can set your little Ralph Wiggum and say, well, take care of it. I have this list for you and you got to fix it now and you got to implement. And that's basically what it is in a nutshell. But someone said it already died. It doesn't even exist anymore. I wonder though, you know, everybody was all going all crazy. I don't see that many posts today. Of course, I can't see everybody's posts, but I think the hype has cooled down a little bit because maybe some people are just waking up and smelling the coffee, or waking up and seeing their $2,000 bill that they have established over the last 2 weeks. Could be, who knows? But this is just not the way. And I know some of you are very experimental. So you have two types of people. You got two types of people. and they're needed. They're needed in this world. They're really needed. Or you have maybe 3 or 4 types of people, but I want to speak to these 2 types of people. You have people that just love to push limits, right? And they love to experiment. These people don't care about money. They don't, right? Most of them have a lot of money and they can spend it, and that's good. Let them code with Claude and set the Ralph Wiggum loop and do all that fancy stuff. Let them do it. Let them spend $10,000 in 1 month on Claude Code. Let them do it. I don't even think you can spend that much, because Papa Dario was going to be like, no, 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 honey, you've been doing this for 5 hours. We're going to put you in timeout. But anyways, you have these experimental people, and they are really pushing the limits. And that's good, because we need these people, because they're probably going to figure out something since they're pushing the limits. But then you have more of the conservative ones that are really a little bit careful. They want to solve a problem. They want to fix something. Now, when you're fixing things or you want to solve a problem, I don't think experimental endeavors are really good, because you want to ship something. You want to put something out there. And therefore, you're not going to go crazy like that. You're not going to let Ralph Wiggum ship your most important features. You're just not going to let that happen, because you know that AI is just not there yet. I know many of you are saying, yeah, we're hitting AGI and all of that, and it might feel like it. I really want to, I really want to say like that at times, because the AI can actually do something, right? And do many things for you, not just one thing. And then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's AGI, it's AGI. Yeah, but it's just not. It's just not. I think we're further away from AGI than many wish to believe. And it's hard, because there's so much noise out there. There's so much freaking noise out there. And you're like, yeah, we're there tomorrow. I have a lot of people are saying it. And even as I did the Claude Code course with Anthropic, you don't have to buy any course from any hustle bro. You don't have to, unless you want their secret sauce, which, there's so much free material about Claude Code. I don't even think there exists secret sauce. But anyways, you're not going to be sitting here and going all crazy, because it's kind of like irresponsible to wasting all that money and all GPUs and all that power and all that stuff. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense. So if you're shipping a real product, you really have to be in control of that product, because something will break. Something will break in production. And then when that happens, what are you going to do? You're probably not going to go to Ralph and say, can you fix this? You might try, but Ralph will fail. And all the other tools that you use will fail. And then you have an angry customer. And that angry customer will rip you apart in the digital world. So, you just got to be careful. Be careful. If you really want to make money with this stuff, you got to do it right. Right? The result still has to be correct, and the result has to be usable. And believe me, 90% of these AI augmented coders are going to fail. They're going to fail big time. I'm not sure if they're still going to be coding in a year from now. I certainly am, but they might not. And they might jump on other little hype train. Who knows? What do we got here? The problem with vibe coding isn't the AI. It's the gap between a working app and a production grade one. That means security, optimized performance, monitoring, and other system engineering skills that are not handled by AI automatically, unless you are aware of them. Yes, there is a lot. So I built, it's a complicated project, I would say. And I used a code base, right? So I did not start off from the beginning clean slate. I used a code base from a famous programmer that programs by hand, creates code, and shares it with the public. It just costs something. It's not for free. And since I'm part of the TSI crew, I am an AI Mastery. I have access to that. So, and it's paid, right? Join AI Mastery, $30 a month. I'm not sure. It's no more expensive, but I think $30 a month. They are doing a Unity course now, so they're teaching us how to use Unity. It's a game engine. It's not Unreal. It's different. And yeah, it's, if you're into those things, 3D is going to be a very, very big topic, people. 3D is going to be the future. So 3D models, world models, robotics. Many people say that, driverless, how do you say? FSD is solved, right? It's just, yeah, it works. It works well. So these are the things that we are going to be paying attention to now. 2026 is definitely going to be all about 3D. So, and we are going to be moving into an era where even our websites are going to be 3D, right? We're going to have like spatial, because of Apple Vision Pro, like VR and all that stuff. Who knows how long it's going to take until we get there? Some people say that VR is just some dream and we're never going to get there. But yet we had Apple spend a lot of money for their first draft or release of the Apple Vision Pro. So I don't think they're just going to pack it up and move on. It's definitely going to be a topic or so. But I think that we are going to move to the next step, which is 3D spatial, because we have to solve the robotics thing. If we want robots to be among us and to move around, they just need to understand that world. And yeah, that's why it's going to be very, very important for physical embodied AI. Yeah, so a lot happening this year, for sure. Jobs, big thing, very big thing. And I don't think jobs it's a problem. AI is messing up a lot. And not because AI can just do what the human can do. So we don't need the human to do it anymore. That's not what I mean. Think about AI being used for hiring. It's full of crap. So, and so how should I say? I don't want to go too far back, right? But I think many of us know that our economy was kind of broken prior to AI, right? So we had a lot of issues that date back many, many years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So decisions that were made 20 years ago are now affecting us. I think we all know it. And 2020 ripped a big hole into societal structures, right? Messed up a lot, changed a lot. And we're still dealing with the aftermath, if you like it or not. We're still dealing with the aftermath. Now, we're having humans, especially here in California, that just can't make ends meet. We have a lot of homeless people. You go to the grocery store, and what are you spending for whatever, 6, 7 items? $100. Seriously, it's not funny anymore. It's really not funny anymore. I cannot go to the grocery store under $50. It never works. And it's not because I'm a female and I like to buy stuff. Don't say that. It's basic groceries. I don't know. You can't get, now I must say that I buy healthy food. I buy real Canadian syrup. I buy real honey, right? I buy real bread. I buy real vegetables and real fruits and all of that. I don't want to eat fake stuff. And I think that's my right as a human to eat normal foods. But it's just wild. If you buy a product, it doesn't perish really fast, right? Because that's always the argument. Well, it doesn't have that much of a shelf life. Well, things should not be sitting on the shelf for a year or so. So nobody cares about shelf life. But if I'm buying a product, let's say salt. Let me just give you a basic example. So salt. There's one salt that has absolutely no fillers. There's nothing in it, like no anti-caking stuff, no other nonsense. It's more expensive than the salt that has 10, 15 add-ons that are actually not needed in that salt. They're not needed to prevent caking, to prevent crumbling and all of that stuff. In Germany, many of those fillers and add-ons are illegal on German ground because they can kill you. They are dangerous. But yet in the United States, we're just going to put it in there because, the salt could get brittle at some point. It's just such a joke. Now, the salt that has nothing costs 3 times the amount than the salt that has all the additions. I don't know if that makes sense, but hey, that's the world we live in. So I, of course, am not going to buy the salt with all the add-ons because I don't want to make myself sick. So I'm buying the healthier variant, which costs 3 times the amount. I bought a cucumber today. A cucumber for $4. $4, my dear. $4 for a cucumber. Make it make sense, people. And then we have people like the Mr. Bezos dude, Jesus, or what is his name? Whatever. Stupid name too, but everybody loves that stuff on X anyways. He's like, oh, you better spend all your money on Claude because if you don't spend all your money on Claude, you're not going to make it. Okay. It's high snobbery. It's like it's so snobbish and so arrogant that it makes me a little bit sick in my stomach. There are a lot of people that just have lost touch. And usually all our politicians, all the rich people have lost touch with Earth. They don't understand and they don't care either. So these are not the people we should be listening to, right? This is just not the world we should be living in. I do believe that skill still matters. Skill still matters in today's world. You got to learn something because a skill can never be taken away from you. Once you mastered it, nobody can take it away from you. So why would you want to give that up? Why would you want to give that up? Not learning anymore because AI can do it. Why would you want to do that? It's not cool. So I would say definitely sit down with a coding model of your choice or a normal LLM and create an HTML page. That's a good way to start, right? HTML code, and you can just run it right in your browser. You save it as HTML. You go to AI and you say, hey, listen, can you make me a whatever? I always like to do these visualizers. Make me something that I can run in my browser. Make me something nice, something that really looks good, and then just, open it up in the browser. And then you're going to be happy because it's going to be something that works. And then you're going to be like, oh, wow, code is cool. And then you can create little charts and little stuff. You don't have to create an app. It does. I mean, it's just a misconception. People believe that they have to do that. How about creating some data sheet or so? You can do that too. And it's just one little page and it's one file, maybe max 2 or 3. See what you can do with JSON. Learn a little bit about JSON. I think that's also a cool thing because it's not too crazy. I mean, it's a big thing, but it's not too crazy. Because many of you do this JSON prompting, right? You prompt your little Gemini or what is it, VO3 with JSON. It's structured. It's a structured input basically. That's what it is. You're going to learn a lot if you learn a bit about JSON. Sit down with your AI and say, hey, teach me a thing or two about JSON, right? It's 2026 and everybody's like going crazy with code. Teach me a thing or two about JSON. JSON. Teach me a bit about it. You'll be amazed. You'll be like, oh, this is actually cool. What can I do with JSON? What are the use cases of JSON? Why do programmers use it? Why is it in my code? What the heck is JSON? You're going to have fun. Believe me, it's cool. Those are things that'll keep you ahead, not sitting here coding it to your eyes bleed. You're going to be so unhappy. I want to tell you a thing or two about it. I spent so much money on AI. I'm not happy about it. It's not good. I should not be spending $1,000 a month to use AI tools. This is not okay. And I don't do it anymore because I'm like, okay, am I going to live under the bridge if I keep going like that? It's not justified. We can't keep going on like that. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. I'm moving away from StreamYard because why should I? If I can have my own thing that costs me $0, why not do it? It might require me to put in a little bit more time, right? But I'm going to be super happy because what was a problem with StreamYard, it was laggy. And I thought at first it was my internet connection, but it's StreamYard. The screen freezes in between, and I've never had that issue with OBS. OBS does use a lot of resources though, right? So on my old computer, I couldn't run it because my computer was just about to die, and it did. So, and also with AI tools, there are many free AI tools out there that you can use. If you just want to use a little basic LLM, just go to Google AI Studio. You don't have to pay a dime. I think you can use up to 1 million tokens a day. You can even paste code in there. I don't know how much you can upload though, but you can even talk about your code and all that other stuff. And you don't have to pay. Google has a lot of cool tools anyways that you can use. If it's Google Opal or Google I don't know. There are a couple of tools. And then you have Notebook LM, right? You can do a lot with that. You don't have to pay a dime. Of course, you're giving up your data, but hey, at least you don't have to pay. Yeah, I think AI is very important. I think everybody should be using AI. Try to automate some of your tasks. I have the local agents, right? Which I'm also going to be, I'm refactoring, I'm putting pieces together, because I'm taking it now to the next step, to the next level. And it's also not costing me a dime. It's not costing me anything to run this. So why should I? Why should I waste my resources for products that are just not much better than the free version? That's just the thing. That's just the thing. Yeah, it's doing a great job already. Posting away. And I'm very happy about that. Posting away. And I got 4 followers yesterday. So, and I'm getting a lot of likes. And I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy about that. People are resharing that the AI posts, so that's really cool. Got 12 Mac Minis set up with 12 Claude bots, running 12 Ralph Wiggums with my 12 Claude Max plans. Wake up, it's 2026, you're getting left behind in the dust. Now, what would be interesting? Yeah, well, I see. Yeah, of course. So what will be interesting is to watch these people and to see what they actually create. What do they put out after their hardcore setup they spent $10,000 for? I wonder, the question is really, what are you going to do? I wonder if this setup is going to be alive in 6 months from now. But that person probably won't care because the person has some money, some dinero, Acquire here, look, Eat Blueprint, acquired by Brian Johnson, YC, Pioneer Fund. Yeah, this dude he's good. He's okay. He can do this experimental stuff. He has the money, the funds to spend. And then then they have this arrogance to tell you, oh my gosh, if you don't do it, you are going to be underclass. And then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be underclass. I'm not going to make it. Don't worry. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. Be smart. Be smart. Observe. Observe. That's what you got to do. You got to observe these people all. You got to really watch them closely. Watch them very closely. And you will find a flaw. You'll find two. You'll find three. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing this live, but I am part of the community notes team. It's a volunteer position. Okay. You're not getting paid. And I'm going to put a nice fat little, no, I'm just joking. I don't even know why. It's need to check it later. But anyways, it's not that the person it's not like the person is saying something untrue. I mean, you have that cruising around all over the place. Everybody's getting these little Mac mini things and spinning up some stuff. And it's not a bad idea. It's not like, but do you need 12 right away as a vibe coder? What are you going to do with 12? Come on now. What are you going to do with that? It's I have to laugh because yesterday I was sitting here, I had VS Code open because I was working with Factory AI. Then I had the terminal here and I was working with Claude Code and I was already overwhelmed. I'm like, I can't. So of course you can now say, well, why don't you just let your agent take care of it? Yeah, that would be the best to do, but I don't even know what they're going to do with one another. What are they going to create? They're just going to go so crazy. And then Anthropic is going to send me, it's going to big fat bill, and I'm going to have to sell my house and my children and my dogs and live in my car. I don't want that. Nobody wants that. So let's see, what else do we got going on? A couple of things. 11 Labs just got nuked by open source. I don't know what this means.
Last year, how somebody cloned my voice and used it in tutorial video series, and it sounded pretty good. That was using 11 Labs, and there's a couple models.
Okay, that's boring. Just got nuked by open source. So there seems to be an open source version of 11 Labs, which is cool.
You probably wouldn't notice. That doesn't make me too happy. Honestly, as somebody whose voice is part of their online.
I don't know what he's talking about, but it got 500,000. Oh yeah. Gwen 3 TTS demo. I'm not watching all of that. Let's go there. Let's have a look. Open source. I want to be honest. Audio Gwen, not so good. Also the audio model, like you can upload audio and get transcription, or get a transcript from the audio. It's not good. It makes really a lot of mistakes, and that's just not helpful, right? Because you need accuracy in your transcript. And I find Google does a really good job, or Gemini does a really good job with that. Grok is also not bad with summaries, but you just have to, that's just the thing. You're going to have to use a speech to text model to do that. So you can't just go to Grok now, I guess, and just do it. It doesn't have, but you can use Grok in a system that you build to do the final step. So let's do it. Create custom voice with natural language. Hey everyone, I am here to party. So the language, let's say let's start off with English. Oh, and then you could do voice description. Speak in an incredulous tone, but with a hint of panic beginning to creep up in your voice now. So generate custom voice, boom. Oh, that went fast. Ooh, that went fast.
Hey everyone, I am here to party.
Did you guys hear it? I hope you did.
Hey everyone, I am here.
So I said, speak confidently and a bit breathy. And did a good job.
Hey everyone,
The only thing that I don't like, how should I say this? Female voices, they're sometimes such a pain. I don't know. It's really hard for me to find good female voices. And it automatically just did a female voice, male, deep voice, and then English, no English accent, American English. American English. Let's generate.
Hey everyone, I'm here to party. Hey everyone, I'm here to party.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Hey everyone, I'm here to party.
And then you can download the voice. Yeah, cool. Voice clone. You clone your voice here. And then you can create a custom voice also, which is cool. So you could now, just going to say that now, you could now create an app, share that with the world, add a feature or two, right? Because otherwise you could just share this with them and let them play around with it. Just imagine. So in my case, right, what I could do, I could now build an app because I'm using Comfy. So I have my own workflows, Gen AI workflows. So I can create a video. I have a speech to text, or no, not speech to text. What am I talking about? I have image to video and lip sync. So I could put a workflow together now for the people that uses this, right, with the image to video, and then it can be put together, and there you have a talking head. It's really good. The Comfy UI, I don't know what model. I think it's Gwen 2. Is it Gwen? I'm not really sure, which is open source. For anybody that knows WAN, right? WAN video model is from the same, what do we call it? Family. I don't know what the company is called. It's a Chinese company. And Gwen and WAN belong together. So yeah, I could do that. I could totally do that, right? And then I have my own app with that, and it would be way cheaper than Hedra. It'll be way cheaper than, what else do we have out there? There are a couple of others. I could offer a generous free tier, and that would definitely to the app. I'm not going to do it, but you know, I could. I could spin that up now, and it wouldn't even take too long. I could get that project probably done in 6 to 7 days. Yeah, just with testing and all that other stuff. So a week, I could build this, thanks to open source, right? So, and this is the way I think about those things, because it's not going to help me to build something that's already out there and I can't compete because my price is too high. Or I'm battling with a big company that just can pour millions into marketing. You know, I have a feeling nothing has changed in our world. A lot of people are saying we have democratized stuff, but yet people are not making more. So poor people are getting poor and rich people are getting richer. So I don't see anything has changed. And I know a couple other people were arguing with me like, oh, it has helped our lives. What has it helped us with? I'm busier than ever before. I'm going to be really honest with you. Life before AI was way easier for me. It is what it is. It has not become easier because we got to learn all this new stuff, and we're getting hit every day with new updates, and everybody's scared and FOMO. Oh my gosh, I'm going to miss out. So it created tension. AI has created tension, as it has created more anxiety. It has created more, how should I say, more friction, right? Because you got now the AI haters, and then you got the non-AI haters, and they don't like each other, and they get in arguments with one another, and yeah. So what has AI done for us? And of course, I'm not saying AI is bad. I love it. Why am I spending every day with it if I didn't love it? But let's just be a little bit more realistic. AI can do a lot, but everybody has to be on the same page in order for that to happen. If you have everybody doing their own thing and doing whatever, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Our world is not going to change and be better. AI hiring process messed it all up. It's totally broken. We have so much unemployment. We have so many people that are unemployed. They're not getting a job. And it's not because, oh, AI is doing the job. No, it's other issues. Hey, but this is really cool. I might write up a little newsletter on it later. Let me write that down. I wish I could tell my little rabbit, then it would really be useful again. Let me try and see if it can do it. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday because Rabbit is just has absolutely no persistent memory. It just doesn't know, and that's not good because this makes this product very, very useless. If it can't even remember what I said 2 minutes ago, then it's not really helpful. So I thought to myself, I could use this and as a note taker because I can just speak to it. So while I'm doing work, I can be like, okay, can you put this on the list? Can you put this on task list 2? Can you put this in a note? Can you create this? Can you do this? And it, it can do it. So let's see. Hey there, how you doing? Can you hear me?
I can assist you, but I need to confirm if you have any specific requests or questions in mind. How can I help you today?
Latency is also really awful. Can you create a note with the title January 23rd?
On it. Saving a note about January 23rd. I have successfully created a note titled January the 23rd for you. If there is anything specific you want to add,
Can you add a note to that note, or can you add a task to that note that you just created? So the title is 23rd or January 23rd. Can you add a task? Create Gwen 3 newsletter.
on it.
Do you?
Saving a note about January 23rd. I have successfully added the task Create Gwen 3 newsletter to your note titled. If there is
It did
anything
it.
else you would like to add or adjust, just let me know.
Seems to work now. Let's see. The rabbit hole. R1. Let's see if I can find it. I have nothing to hide, so you guys don't even have to worry, but this is interesting. So let's continue and let's see what it did. Hey, boss. So this is kind of my center, and you can do a lot of, well, not a lot of stuff, but you can do a couple of things. You can do a couple of things here in the rabbit hole, which is actually cool. We got the cookie jar, save new cookies. Use services through LAM Playground and Teach Mode in a logged in state by saving your cookies here. So this all has to do with teaching Rabbit to complete tasks for you. So similar to Claude Cowork or Claude desktop use. That's what I usually call it. So you can, do things with your Rabbit too in that direction. So it can actually do things. So let me see if I can find my note. You can now connect your Spotify or Apple Music account. Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to do it. Today we have 4 journal entries. Okay. Yeah, it did it. Well, now it understands finally. It took almost 2 years to get there. So you can use this as a little note taker. It can create tasks for you, and then you have them online in the cloud if you're okay with that, right? Because it records everything you do. Why is there a rabbit? That is so funny. Did I create that image? That's hilarious. I got 7 toes here on that one side. Can't even remember that I generated an image. That is so funny. Because these are my real feet. And my jeans, but what about that rabbit? Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I didn't know that you can generate images. I didn't know that. Well, funny. Hilarious. Anyways, you can do a couple of things, right? You have teach mode. I understand that every lesson I create in the teach mode beta will be made immediately visible to the Rabbit team, right? It's warning you, we are going to use that data. I understand that teach mode will be taking third-party services. It's cool. You can do all that stuff here, but I just never did it. What is intern? This is cool. This is new. I did not know about this. Hey, boss. It's kind of cool. Well, I can build apps in here too. Yeah, I can build a web-based game to help kids practice addition and subtraction. Okay. Rabbit Math Adventure. I mean, these are also cool things that you can, make with your AI. You want to start off, right? Like little games and stuff like that. Cool. Nice. There's that. Perfect. So let's move on. I'm going to take you guys to YouTube now because there's a lot going on. Thanks, Primagen, for being you. I love it. I love YouTube because you have so many different takes, and it'll help you understand what's actually happening. YouTube is starting to break. I heard that the past 50 years that YouTube is breaking. YouTube is bad, bad, bad. Okay, what I have to do, let's go onto the channel. Let's go here. Let's check history because this is big. This is actually big, and this is something, and I'm very thankful for this woman. And she got 284K views. Shall we watch it first, or shall we? Yeah. Okay, so what's happening here is she's doing a little observation, a little bit of observation, and I love when people observe. We're not going to watch the full thing, but I would highly recommend that you watch it. It's 10 minutes. Shall we watch the full thing? Are you guys fine with that? Or do you want to keep hearing me yap? I think some of you are like, gosh, how can she talk so much? I could talk all day. I'm the talk master. The talk master. Okay, so let's. So I watched something this morning too. Scam Altman with WorldCoin, and many of you believe that WorldCoin is here to save us and make sure that we're still seen as human beings, and we can prove to the world, to the digital world, that we are human. You know, one thing, Pablo, what's going on out there? One thing that we got to keep in mind, and this has happened many, many times over and over again. These big players create a problem. They create a problem. I'm not saying they just create problems, but they create an issue. Like they create AI that can do deep fakes and, you know, kind of just fake around online. But then they have that solution also on their hand. Well, you know what? We have this cryptocurrency and the orb that can scan your eyeball. And it's very valuable data. Just so you guys know, the iris, getting your, just saying, it's very, very valuable data too. But we're going to scan your eyeball and give you crypto coins to protect you. Anyways, moving on. Please don't scan your eyeballs. That's plus AI is uniquely unsettling to me. What are we going to do? What are we going to do, people? What are we going to do with all of this? What are we going to do? I don't even know what to say. And there are people that actually trust these big players. I'm not saying that they're all bad. But you know, when it fits, they say what they have to say. So basically, why she comes to her conclusion, right? Poor, things are breaking, everybody has no money left. And OpenAI certainly doesn't have any money left because they said that that was the last resort, right? Last resort would be ads, and that's happening now. So the question is now, is the bubble about to burst? Is it? Now you guys can watch the full thing. I'm not gonna look into the whole, but we can, maybe let's watch the last couple minutes. Well, honey, the Green New Deal is right around the corner. You guys remember that, right? Net zero, carbon net zero. So charge us for the air that we're breathing. Yes, it's going to be very fun, people. And I know I don't want to be the doomsdayer, but The reason why I'm sharing this with you, I don't want you guys to get lost in the sauce. I don't want you guys to lose touch with reality. It is definitely important that you ensure that you don't spend your last dollars. It's very important that you really discern, do I really need this tool? And are there free alternatives out there? So, very important. Also, you building an app, will someone pay for it? That's also a thing. So, everybody out there now hurraying and saying, wow, I'm so much more productive, and wow, I can create all these products. But if you're not going to have a buyer, what are you going to do with those products? Oh. So it's very important that we still learn real skills. This is the only thing that's going to save you. And of course, teaching other people how to use AI is definitely a skill. Knowing how to use these tools is a skill. But I do see it a lot. People are, even myself, right? I have a little course. But we're seeing more and more people feeling overloaded, super confused because they don't know what course to take. Where should I go? What is it that I should be doing? Because there's so much out there. There is a lot. There is so much happening. So much happening. So you really have to sit back and ask yourself, what is of true value? And the way you figure that out is by solving a problem that exists. And that could be anything. So, because there are so many problems in the world. So let's say, example, the groceries. Imagine people would have access to an app that could scan all the bananas that are out here in where I live, all the bananas, and give me the best price and the best value. What if I could have an app that would tell me where I can really get the best thing? That would be cool. On the other hand, I mean, I think it's not a bad idea, right? That would be a problem to solve. And I guess people will download that. I don't build mobile apps, right? I think that would definitely be a mobile app. Would make sense to put it on the App Store because people scroll through it and they might just find it accidentally and be like, oh, wow, I didn't even know I need this. That would be the only reason I would ever make a mobile app, because I'm not a fan of that, because building mobile apps requires you to pay extra fees. And if you're and you have to build two, well, you don't have to, but it would just bring in more money for you, right? Because you have two systems, you have iOS and you have Android, and they don't go together. So you either then build in an Apple environment, and then you have to launch it on the App Store, or you build it on top of Android, but then you're going to have to launch it into the Play Store. And having your app featured in an app store is going to cost you money. And Apple charges, I think, something close to $300 a year. It's a year, but you have to pay that. And for Android, I think it's only probably under $50 a year. But they're in charge, right? If they don't like your app, they don't have to launch it. And yeah, that's why I don't really build mobile apps, but I make them mobile friendly so that people can use the applications on their phones. Yes, there are a lot of solutions that can be found with AI, but many people are just looking what everybody else is doing, and they're not coming up with their own ideas, right? So I find that you have to be a little bit of an innovator in this arena, because otherwise you're not going to make it. I mean, no, that's also wrong. You can't say it that way. You could also grab an app that already exists and just make it better. Make it better. Use it and then be like, oh my gosh, the user interface is so bad. The user experience is so bad. Half of the stuff is broken. This important feature is missing. This would make the app really great. And then you can just build it better. Those are things that you can also do. And I think if you start fishing, you'll probably find something that is of real use. Yeah, so let's see. What else do we have? I hope you guys are doing well so far. I definitely am. I wanted to play around with something new. I don't understand it at all. I have absolutely no idea how it works. So I'm trying to figure it out. And this is where I would, it's when you really don't know something and you have absolutely no idea. And then the AI comes in and paves the way for you. That would be so wonderful. That would be really great. But oftentimes it just can't if you don't know it at all. So you sometimes need help, a YouTube video, a human or so, a messaging group, or whatever you call that. Messaging group, so funny, to help you out. So yesterday, something went a little bit viral, and it's called Pencil, and you can generate sites quite quickly. It's I think WebGL. Also, you can spin up your key and you see it. So that's really cool. Let me see it. Probably not. Let me share and reshare, because you guys don't even see the screen. Great. I did such a great job of sharing. What about the weird rubbery fruits? I love that. The weird rubbery fruits. Yes. Hey, Coke, I hope you're well. Thanks so much. Watch it on 1.5. Oh yeah, I don't like doing that. I love voices. I just love it. And I speak slow myself too. Some of you are probably like, darn it, can she just speed it up a little bit? No. And I always have these little weird pauses because I'm thinking. Yeah, that's so true, Yapper. I mean, we know. I talk with the Yapper a lot about these things. He knows a lot because he's kind of worldwide. He has a broader view. A broader view. So, yeah. People using tokens. So, exactly. That is exactly. So, yes, because it'll make them money. They need us to use tokens. They need us to use AI, because if we don't use AI, well, where is it going to go? That makes a lot of sense. So they're going to be trying. I don't know, who are they? Who's Anthropic paying? Who's the influencer? Who's the Anthropic influencer? Raise your hand right away. Who are you? The one telling everybody to, in the back end, right, for telling us this nonsense? Probably. You are it. I see you. No, it's hilarious. Don't believe the hype. It's of course, it's crazy now, right? Because so much investment has happened, and if shit hits the fan, we don't know what the Fed is going to do, right? We have tensions happening, wars still happening. I don't want to have another war. We don't want that. But there's a lot of tension right now. So, yeah, just stay kind of balanced. Don't risk anything. There's nothing to risk right now. Hey, Jane, hope you're doing well. There is not much to risk. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go too far. We'll see where this all goes, right? I mean, like I said, I love AI. I really do. And but it's not like AGI is right around the corner. That's just not, it's not where we are. There's still a lot of human massaging needed, right? We need, so I watched a clip today. Yesterday, I did the factory AI versus Claude. I gave both the same task with Remotion, right? Have them spin up a clip. And yeah, they both kind of messed up on first try. I think Claude got it eventually, but kind of just missed out on the 11 Labs part. But my droid got it, right? It was able to access the MCP server. Claude was like, "What MCP server are you talking about? I don't see it." I gave it the link. It still couldn't find it. I'm like, okay. And then it just automatically made a decision, which wasn't bad, which it wasn't a bad decision. It found a solution to its problem. It's like, I can't access the MCP. So what I'm going to do, I am going to download the 11 Labs SDK and use that. Smart, right? You're like, oh, you just fixed your own problem. But the question is now, why did it even miss the MCP server in the first place? Because my other AI found it. Why didn't Claude find it? You know, so there's still a lot of hand-holding needed from our side. So as long as that's the case, we don't have AGI people. We have AI that we can tune to do numerous tasks, right? So do work across numerous, I don't even want to say domains because no, that's also not true. Did I just lose you guys? This is what I mean with StreamYard. It just kicked me out. Did I lose everybody? I'm so sorry. I'm back. I'm back. We're back. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do the entire screen. So I was talking about this product. I don't know when I lost you guys, so I'm just going to repeat it again. So this pencil.dev, supposed to be the thing, really good, supposed to be awesome, and I don't know how to use it. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, you can play, you can, okay. Prompt for Claude Code. These are all the shortcuts. Ellipse tool, move tool, redo, undo. Yeah. I really don't know. Oh, here it is. I mean, it seems like you can really build really cool stuff here. You can put it together and then, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm getting somewhere. Micro interactions are events that have one main task. Yeah, I really have to figure out how this works. Because, you know, if you can make this a bit more visual that you can see right away what's happening while you're doing it, that's cool. Because otherwise I have to build it in code, then I run the dev server, then I have to look at it, right? I have to open another tab, look at it, and then, you know, go back and forth. Fixing it, making it better, and so on and so forth. So now I clicked on that, and then I just can't see what's going on here. Yeah, so it's definitely a learning curve, as you guys can see. Now I haven't put it in Claude Code yet, right? I'm not sure if Claude Code can just fully take over. We can try that, but I'm not sure. Let's see if I can find it. So downloads, join, download Pencil. Pencil is an agent-driven MCP canvas built around open design that lives in your code base. Yeah. So it runs in Claude Code too. Let's see if I can install it and see what it does here in Claude Code. Would be interesting to see that. So, what's up? What's up, little dog? Did I download it? I'm not sure if I did. Is this it? No. This is not it. Add to VS Code, that's what I did. Open and yeah, I did all of that. Yeah, you see, it's a little bit of a learning curve. I have absolutely no idea how to use it properly, but we'll see. I'm going to be playing around with it, going to be messing with it more, and then we'll see if it's good because, you know, I definitely need it. And nobody wants to just keep jumping back and forth. Usually I go here to VO dot app. It's not .dev anymore. And create, you know, just start off with something. Then I usually bring it into VS Code and then just finish it off and design it there. We'll see. I'm not sure if there's any. I am in the Discord server. I just want to see where I can get a little bit of guidance on how to use it. And this would be cool, right? If you could have like your AGI, oh my gosh. Yeah, it would be AGI then. You could just throw it at it and say, "Hey, can you take over, please? Can you just do the full thing? I want to use it, right? Just figure it out, write up a complete, write up docs, learn from it and teach me," so to say. It's not that easy. It can't find it. It's like, what are you talking about? I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, so that's where we are. But this dude took it, took the chance and definitely got, I think, thousands of people in his server overnight because of that announcement that it's now available. It's now available inside Cloud Code. Regarding cursor is the optimal way. Anti-gravity and VS Code are experimental. Yeah, okay, I realize that. There are some issues and not everything works as smooth as inside of cursor. Pencil cursor extension has been polished and tested over many, many months. Yeah, so it's really compatible with cursor. The rest doesn't really work. So I'm not even going to mess with it until we get to that point because it's just going to be a pain in the backside. Yeah, so there you go. There you have it. And now you understand why I'm struggling. But there are a lot of people in here. So general intros. I have just installed. But how am I supposed to connect? Yeah, exactly. How are we supposed to? How can I change Claude Code to Codex? In the browser or what? I don't. How to use it in Droid? Well, honey, I wish there were docs because then, let me see. There's just nothing. There's just nothing. What is this? Huh? Okay. There's nothing. So he just took the chance to grab as many people as he can, pull them in his Discord, and now we're all like, okay, it doesn't work. What are we gonna do now? What are we doing here? Yeah, I don't know how to bring it into Cloud Code. Let's see. Will there be support? Let's see. Working at Iowa for a decade, designing and building sites. Okay. It only supports, I installed in Cursor, but I don't know how to use Cursor Agent to use Pencil through MCP. Then I installed Pencil app. It requires to log in. Okay. After installing the extension in Cursor, I had to manually check this box inside Pencil settings. It was unchecked by default despite installing the extension. After that, it worked like a charm using Cursor's native AI chat. Some people are just overdoing it, their posts. The design is sleek. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm not sure. I got to look into that. I got so many problems today. So let me download it. So I don't know if I download it. Oh, Windows doesn't. Oh, darn it. Or Google Anti-Gravity extensions on Windows. Okay, we'll just do that then. 6.8K downloads, baby. So I do have anti-gravity. Let's see. Anti-gravity. I have it. Watch out, dog. Don't get all. Don't get all tied up. Yeah, I love you too, but I don't have time for you now. Okay. Yeah, he always looks at me and stretches his neck like, can you just take care of me for a moment? No, I can't. Yeah, I'm back. I lost you guys, didn't I? And this is something that I can't control with StreamYard. I just can't control it. I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know what's going on. Losing you guys. Losing you guys. Okay, so let's see. Oh. 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 It's telling me something. Okay. Can you probably going to have to explain what I want. Let's see. Now it knows a thing or two. It's like, here you can do that and this and that and this. That's fine. That's good. That's really great. Droid was like, "What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about." Okay, I to use a portfolio site with fake information, doesn't matter, with demo info. So let's see. I want to see how. Implementation plan. It's the first time I see this. Oh no, darn it. That's oh wow. Let me, yeah, I just opened it. What is this here? Dismiss. So it gave me an implementation plan. Look at this. Okay, that's cool. I can't complain. Droid didn't do that. You see how different these tools are? You know, for some you got to do a little bit more, for others a little bit less. Create a simple visual rich portfolio landing page that showcases demo projects. The page will use graphics exported from Pencil via code extension. Preferred color palette. So now what I could do, right? I could be like, add comments. Anti-gravity's not bad. Like, I want pink, white, and black. Don't ask me why. I just yeah. Okay, awesome. Let's just see what it comes up with. Accept all. Okay, I left a comment. Let's go. I am using GPT OSS right now, 120B, to do this. I think you can use Claude and you can use Gemini. I mean, I think this tool is similar to Cursor from the way it's set up, not from all the features and stuff, right? I'm not going to compare anti-gravity to Cursor. First of all, I've never used Cursor, but I know that they're both, you know, AI-driven IDEs. I know that much. And this is basically how they all look. They all look kind of similar. Here we have computer use, Remote Explorer. So this is the thing now, right? Remote Explorer means you can take actions, or the AI can take actions on your behalf. So let's say co-work, Excel sheet, what people are talking about. Anti-gravity has the capability to do it too. Look what it's doing, but why can I not see it? I would love to see it. Here's planning. Wow. This would be like a skill, you know what I mean? A basic markdown file to tell the AI what it needs to do and what it needs to focus on. It's generating, we'll see. We'll see what comes out. I would love to see it as it happens. That would be so cool. Generate in front of my eyes. Accept, run command. Yeah, do it. Whatever. Let's see. So what I really love, focus what? Accept. I don't know what it's doing. Accept. Accept. Right, so it's updating all the files. Let it do it. Usually I get timed out very fast here with anti-gravity, and you can't update it or anything, can you? MCP servers, here you can accept all, accept, run the command, or just let me do it. Opening site via, yeah, I sometimes have the feeling, model quota limit exceeded. You see that? You can resume using this model tomorrow. No, in 7 days. Select another model. Let's use Flash. I can use it in 7 days. If I have a project, you think I'm going to sit down and wait for 7 days? No. Let's see how long. Usually it doesn't take much longer, and then I'm out of tokens again. Let me see here. I mean, at least this is the beauty. You can just proceed without an AI if you need to. What is this? This doesn't look like a website. Accept changes? Yes. Accept. Okay. Navigate to the folder. Why is it not? Oops. Okay, so and then what do we run? npx serve. Okay. See what happens. Yes. Proceed. we'll have a look what that looks like. Boom. Oops. And boom. Let's see what it made. Okay. I mean, can't complain. This is, yeah, it just had placeholders. Placeholders here. This is not really ugly. No, not really. It's like nothing special. But just to have like, just imagine you have a VO dev inside your code base. That's not bad. So, and now what one could do is probably be like, this is all really so simple, right? You can make really rad websites with this. It's then on you to create that plan, right? You guys saw how the AI was giving me the plan and telling me, hey, change whatever you need to change. But you could really create nice looking websites with this little toolkit. You just have to dive into it a little bit. You got to understand the terms and the verbiage, and then you have everything in one. Then you're not going to need a bolt.new. You're not going to need a Lovable. Those tools, to be honest, I don't think they're going to last very long. That's just me personally, but I think that new AI tools are going to kill older AI tools, or prior AI tools. So now was generated quite quickly. Implementation plan. This is where you can go and really, tell it exactly what you want, the style, the animations, the movement, the flow. That's what you can do, which is actually cool. Pink, white, and black. Well, yeah, it didn't follow that rule because where's the black? And who said that I wanted purple? Hilarious. Nobody said that I wanted purple. Yeah, but it's not bad. All in one. With pencil graphics. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me ask it. Did you actually use pencil extension to build this? Because it is a certain style that I really like. No, it didn't. That's what I was, yeah, I knew it. Yeah. No. Open the pencil extension, create a design. Can you open the extension for me? Because that's what we're looking for here, right? It just used some random thing. Of course it didn't use it. Because otherwise we would have seen something happen. Yeah. I don't know what it's doing on the marketplace now. Let's see. It's just doing something. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. I'll tell you that. Am I still? Yeah, I lost you guys. No, I didn't. Did I lose you guys? No. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. Let's just remove it. Save changes. Yeah, we're having a couple of issues. Oh, this light is so bright. A couple of issues, friends, a couple of issues. It's figuring something out, whatever. I'd love to help you what? I'd love to help create a design for you. However, as I don't have a GUI to click and drag shapes inside. Here's how we can work around this. Our JSON base. Oh, JSON. If you create a blank file through the extension and let me read it, I can understand the structure and then write a new design into it for you. Open the command palette. In the current folder. Okay. What? And then yeah, pencil open design file as text. Okay. Pencil new. Okay, we are going to save it. Oh, I gotta put it, what did you want me to call it? Design pencil, design dot pencil. And then we'll see if it can do something. Let's see how long my tokens are gonna last. Okay. It said, I'll take it from there. Task MD, you guys see these MDs? Yeah, these are like the skills, the list, the to-do list, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I am ready. File is created. And let's see. Ooh, I just want to see if it can just do it. So I don't have to do it. We're going to accept. Let me know what you think of the design. Huh? What design? Inside, I don't know what the heck it's doing. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. So yeah, there you go. I wish I could, you know, use it in, well, so it said it works best with cursor. And the rest is all kind of experimental. So yeah, we're going to have to wait until those updates happen. And this is also something that's really, I mean, all the cursor users are now happy, right? They're like, oh, cool, I got something new. But the rest is like, okay, dang it. Not working. You're sharing this with us and we're all hyped and now we can't use it. Oh my gosh. That is something that I do not like. Well, everybody, I'm going to stop here. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm sorry for being late. I got to fix this OBS thing and I will report as soon as I got it up and running. I will, of course, share the process with you, and then you guys can all use a streaming software for free. That would be cool, right? Okay, everybody. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace out. Bye-bye.